What if I told you that the life you're living right now is simply the story you've been telling yourself? Everything, your choices, your habits, your relationships, flows from the narrative in your head. Here's the problem. Too many of us are stuck in stories that hold us back. Stories like, I am not good enough, or I'm stuck and I can't change. But the good news is these stories aren't permanent. Today I'm going to show you how to identify the limiting beliefs keeping you stuck. Rewrite your internal narratives and start living a story that truly aligns with who you are.
Welcome to the Daily Truths and the Weekly Wins, your daily dose of growth and reflection. I am Matt Clark, here to help you celebrate your small victories and navigate the challenges of everyday life with insights that will move us all forward. Whether you're making coffee or making plans, tune in to start your day on the right foot. Let's dive into today's two truths and find our wins together.
Have you ever stopped to think about the stories you tell yourself? Not the big obvious ones, but the subtle, quiet ones running in the background, the ones that shape how you see yourself and the world around you. These stories are also known as internal narratives, and they're like a script for your life. They tell you who you are, what you're capable of, and even what's possible for your future. But here's the problem. A lot of these stories, well, they're outdated. They're based on past experiences, fears, or beliefs you've never questioned since you were young. For example, have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not good enough? I'm stuck? These are just passing thoughts. However, they're narratives that influence your decisions, your relationships, and how you show up every single day. I wanted to share this podcast because the good news about this, these stories aren't set in stone. They're just drafts. They're based on past experiences, and you have the power to rewrite them. I'll guide you through 3 steps to identify the stories that might be holding you back, rewrite them into empowering narratives, and align your actions with the life you want to create. It's time to pick up the pen and start your next chapter. Let's talk about the problem with these internal narratives. The biggest issue, most of the time, we don't even realize they're there. These stories run in the background like an invisible script, shaping every decision we make, whether we notice it or not. For example, think about the story, I'm not good enough. If that's the narrative in your head, how does it affect your life, your relationships? You might hesitate to take risks, avoid new opportunities, or you'll stay silent in situations where your voice matters, all because that story holds you back. And it's not just about self-doubt. Narratives like, I'm stuck, or I have to work harder than everybody else to succeed, can lead to burnout, frustration, or even a sense of disconnect from the life you're working so hard to build. I had a client recently that inspired this, and we'll just call him Jonathan. His internal story was all about chasing financial freedom because he believed that's what success looked like. I questioned him. I asked him, what did that look like to him? And when he actually explored it a bit more, really deep down, what he really wanted was connection, a home, a sense of belonging. Once he rewrote this story, his actions started to align with what truly mattered to him. This is why internal narratives are so powerful and so dangerous. They keep us stuck in patterns that don't reflect our true potential or values. But the best part is, these stories aren't facts. They're not permanent. And with a little work, they can change. So how do we change them? How do we rewrite these stories so they reflect who we want to be? Now that we've uncovered the power of these internal narratives and why they can hold you back, it's time to rewrite them. Let's go through 3 steps that will help you transform limiting beliefs into empowering stories. Step 1, reflect. You can't rewrite a story if you don't know what it says. Start by asking yourself, what story am I living by right now? Is this story true? Is it helping or hurting me? For example, if your narrative is, I am not good enough, take a moment to question it. Is that really true? I can promise you it's not. Or is it a belief shaped by fear, self-doubt, or past experiences? Step 2, Reframe. Once you've identified the limiting story, it's time to reframe it. Replace that old narrative with something more empowering. Instead of saying, I'll never figure this out, try, I'm figuring this out one step at a time. This shift isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about focusing on growth, possibility, and resilience. It's truly magical because when we put these new stories into our mind, we start to find opportunities that take us closer to making this story truth. Step 3, act. A new story is just words until you align your actions with it. Start small. What's one thing you can do today to reflect your new narrative? For example, if your new story is, I'm becoming a better leader, take one small action, like asking for feedback or leading a team meeting with intention. These steps, no matter how small, build momentum. The key to rewriting your story is consistency. Reflect on the old narrative, reframe it into something empowering, then act in alignment with your new story every day. Over time, these small shifts will create big transformation. Okay, so that's the 3 tips. Now let's make it practical. I want you to take a moment this week to start rewriting your story. Here's how. Step 1, write it down. Grab a pen and paper, write down one limiting belief or story you've been telling yourself. Be honest, this is for you. Step 2, rewrite it. Ask yourself, if I truly believed in myself, what would I say instead? What's a more empowering way to look at this? This is the new story, the new you. Step 3, take one action every single day. What's one small step you can take today to bring this new story to life? Your next chapter starts today with the words you choose to believe and the actions you choose to take. Your story is yours to write. Every day you have the power to choose what beliefs you hold on to and which ones you let go of. If this message of mastering the truth of your internal narratives resonated with you, subscribe to get more insights like this on a regular basis. Here's how you can also keep moving forward. Hit the like button to let me know this helped. Or share this video with someone who might need a reminder that they're in control of their story. And like I said before, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personal growth and purposeful living. Your next chapter starts now. What story will you tell yourself? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it.